And new WBC and WBO junior welterweight world champion Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson deserves everything that he got tonight. He put up a very good effort. Throwing lots and lots of body punches. I see that's a big way to be kind, is to push him up against the rope, put your head into his chest, and throw lots and lots of body punches. One thing I did not like about Peterson's performance tonight was he did such less of boxing. He did not jab, but I see to be kind, you have to be very aggressive, but effective aggressive, meaning landing clean punches throughout the beginning and middle rounds. He landed great overhand rights and right and left uppercuts. Those are the best punches you can land against this guard that him and Manny Pacquiao tend to do. You can easily throw uppercuts that way, angle uppercuts, or while they're doing it, you can come around, right in their temple. And Khan got hit with that punch so many times. You would think he would have learned or start dodging or, trying to look flashy with his defense and nothing. He just kept getting caught over and over. Now, his face held up better than Peterson. I will say that. But, Peterson, he just showed a lot of heart, and that's what people want to see. He threw a lot of punches throughout the rounds. Around 556 punches. That's not bad. Khan, of course, throws 4 and 5 and 6 punch combinations, so he had about 150 more punches thrown. You're going off power punches landed. Peterson outlanded him by 19 power punches. So that's what usually people look at through a fight. Even though if you landed more punches, for some reason, that's how the judges look at it. Now, the fight could have went for Khan easily, okay? I'm not hating on Khan. Khan is a great boxer. His amateur background is wonderful. You can tell. But one thing that he cried about that I didn't understand, and you deserve to get a point taken away, Mayweather or anybody who does that, is the elbow. I've been in the ring before, and you keep throwing elbows at somebody over and over, it's bound to happen. Like you keep using it. I can see you try to get away with it, boom, try to get them off of you, you shoulder rolling, then it'd be different. Using the Philly shell and you use the elbow or something, it'd be different. But for you to just sit up there and get pissed because you got a point taken away, and then that uppercut, come on, man, really? Like, you was going to get caught for that. Like, you're in his hometown. Because if it was in Bolton, England, that you always talk about, and that fight would happen there, Peterson would have got deductions for any little thing that he did. So, you need to be prepared when you go through people's backyards that anything can happen. You can't just assume that, oh, I'm Khan and HBO is backing me and I'm going to have a referee on my side. Referee did not ride your dick. That's why you got pissed. The referee did not run and try to help you like Ortiz did. All you fuckers know, if you real boxing fans, you know that Ortiz helped him win that fight. If Madonna would have had a clean, fair shake without the referee helping, Madonna would have damn near stopped him. In that 11th round, or 10th round, whichever one it was, he was out on his feet. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. Khan is a very good boxer. He throws great combinations. I'm going to put that out there. He hurt Peterson in his eye several times. He was wobbling, around the ring. But Peterson had really good resilience, really good heart, as I should say. Like, he bounced back from those punches and put his head into his chest like he's supposed to. And you work the body first. The body sets up the head. Unless you're just a great accuracy puncher like Miguel Cotto, or Floyd Mayweather, or Robert Guerrero, you need to work the body. Everybody needs to work the body. That's just plain and simple. And that's what Peterson did, and that's what was the difference in the fight. Effective aggressiveness is what's scored in boxing too, along with ring generalship, meaning using angles, making your opponent get out of their game plan, and using lots and lots of jabs, and lots of head movement and defense, offense. That's all ring generalship. Keeping your opponent from not doing, what you're doing, and you're on the offensive doing work. Throwing sweet combinations that are landing clean. America kept on hollering about he's a clean fighter. You just pissed that referee wasn't riding your dick, and the fucking judges weren't riding your dick. Now, one of them had 114, 111 for Khan. That's a little off. Peterson at least should, have lost by 1 point. But, Peterson won his split decision in his hometown. Hey, it happens. That's part of boxing. It's part of the game. You're going to lose, Like, you're not this super big power puncher / great boxer. It just don't go like that for you. So, you're going to lose some. Lamont Peterson, I knew he wasn't, some little, piss on. But, you know, this is the post-fight analysis, so I have to keep it real about what's going on, you know. HBO just rides Khan's dick. I don't know why. I guess he's the only Indian dude that's really, really, really good. I'm just keep it real from number he's Pakistani. I take that back. The Pakistani guy that is really, really good at, you know, boxing period. So you have to ride him because Azim Hamed is not around anymore. So that's what's going on. He's on the payroll. Jim Lampley is paid off in my eyes through Ride Khan's dick. He will not keep it. Larry Merchant said something that was good today though about, hey, this is boxing. You know, you don't get rewarded for being a clean boxer. Like, come on now. Like get your fucking tail out your ass. Like, come on. I'm just keeping it real, man. Another thing that I saw that I like from Khan though was the turning. He did a lot of turning in this fight. One thing I didn't like was him putting his back on the ropes and letting Peterson get off like that. Like, I like Khan as a boxer, but when you result to pushing somebody's head down the whole time and using elbows, that's not boxing, man. That's you. Take your ass to UFC. That's not boxing. Boxing is about clean, effective aggressiveness, meaning, you know, your jabs and, you know, that's your defense. It's your jab. It's your defense and your offense. Moving to the side, your head movement, your boxing smarts. That's your defense, not elbows and putting somebody's head down the whole fight. Khan did a good job with his uppercuts tonight. I was impressed. He did a very good job with his left hooks from time to time. That's what stunned Peterson in the middle rounds. His overall performance was really good. Khan could have won this fight easily, you know, by at least 1 point. But like I said, you're in Peterson's home, and like even Khan said, hey, you gotta win more convincingly when you're in somebody else's home. That's the only humbling thing that I heard from him saying. But you know, in this post-fight analysis, I just want you guys to understand that this is boxing. You know, styles make fights. If Lamont Peterson has a 3 or 4 inch reach advantage, Khan should have the whole time trained to not be on the ropes. You cannot do the Pacquiao and keep. He did that all throughout the fight, you know, trying to entice him, trying to get in his head, saying, "Ooh, your punches don't hurt me." When a person 9 times out of 10 saying the punches don't hurt, it really does hurt. Just like with Margarito talking, that's just his Mexican pride saying that, but in real actuality, it hurts. If your eye is getting closed, you're hurt. I don't care how it looks. Nobody hits like a girl or none of that dumb shit, you know, if your eye closed up. It is what it is. Time deserves a rematch. He did a very good job in this fight, and I would like to see him face Lamont Peterson again. I would like to see the rematch though between Madonna and Khan now, like after seeing, you know, Peterson. But the fight I really want to see that you guys still have not mentioned, and he's right under the radar, is Robert the Ghost Guerrero. He is amazing. He is a warrior, just like his last name says. He throws great combinations, great jabs, great straight left hands, and his left uppercut is deadly. And his boxing skill is pretty much right up there to par with Amir Khan. I would love to see that fight. He's about 5'9", 5'10"-ish. Amir Khan's 5'10" and a half, maybe 5'11", so that'll be another super fight. You guys tell me what you think about this fight tonight. You know, tell me what you think about all the different, you know, controversy from the HBO riding Khan's dick no matter what. You know, not really giving Peterson his credit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had Peterson just to lose this fight. People need to get off of that shit. Pacquiao can lose anytime. He's not a guy. Khan can lose anytime. He's not a guy. It's like his trainer, the trainer Peterson said, hey, tear his ass off the frame because he's a regular person. He has flesh and blood. He bleeds just like you do. He pisses shits just like you do. There's nothing different about him except that he has a better amateur background than you do, you know, while he was in England. And he's, you know, he rose his way through the ranks and being a very good boxer. You know, he really knows how to work the outside and inside angles of the boxing ring. But I'm just glad Peterson took that initiative to keep fighting, even though his eye was closed. That showed, you know, his hard determination, all that, and just a good body punching overall. Khan, you did a great job, but hey, you came up short tonight. You know, get him again next time. I really just don't have anything bad to say about tonight. It was a very good night of boxing. Seth Mitchell's second round knockout was amazing too. I don't think he's ready for the Klitschko's yet. But give him one more tune-up fight with a pretty good name, you know, a pretty big name like a Thomas Adamek or, you know, somebody that really has really good boxing. I want to see what he do with a boxer. Somebody that just boxes the whole time. And then maybe, just maybe, he's ready for a Klitschko. But like I said, we have a new champion tonight. He has 2 of the titles now that he's holding. I believe it's the WBC Junior Welterweight title at 140 and the WBO. I could be wrong though. Tell me what you think about tonight, and right now the boxing. This is Ant reporting. Oh, one last thing. Ellie Setback, I know you're gonna cry tonight because you just had Peterson just losing, getting probably knocked out in the late round. Now look what happened. Do more research on your boxing skill. Quit licking and holding their nuts for them. Let them, breathe. Let their nuts breathe. Pack you up. Anyways, peace.